Kelly Schneider. I'm here on What's Up Peoria telling you the things that are going on this weekend. Specifically though, today we're going to talk about Saturday and Sunday, which are December 2nd and 3rd respectively. So let's get started, because you know what you're going to get your fill of? Santa. Got a whole page full of things to do with Santa. So get your kids out of the room. Unless they're not smart enough to figure out that things can't all happen at the same time unless they believe in magic, which is fine. Just tell them whatever you want. But here's your list of things that you can do with your kids and Santa this weekend. Alrighty, so Saturday, again, December 2nd, we're gonna start the day off with pancakes with Santa, which sounds delicious already. I'm in. Just line me up for all of this stuff, trust me. So we're gonna start this at 8:30 to 11:30 at the Life Together Center, which is the First Federated Church. The activities are gonna include breakfast, obviously. There's going to be crafts, games, bake sales, gift shops, visits with Santa, of course, pictures, plus probably other stuff. Coffee, I'm hoping, because parents are going to be there and they'll need coffee. So that's breakfast number one. Breakfast number two, who talks like that? I do, on my show. All right, breakfast number 2 is going to be zoo style. Hopefully not eating zoo animals though, that would be weird. But you can enjoy a light breakfast and crafts with Santa in the lodge from 9 to 11 a.m. So before heading out into the zoo to just go check out the zoo, because you know you are there. But anyways, so you can, beginning at 10 a.m., they're going to have the animals get their own gifts. So every creature from the meerkats to the lions to the tigers are going to receive special treats throughout the day. So you can start walking around the zoo and watching the animals get their gifts, and it's Christmas zoo. Yeah, whatever. So that's number 2. Number 3, we've got breakfast with Santa presented by the 5 Points in Washington. So each child is going to have the opportunity to speak to Santa, of course, because how else are they going to get their needs heard? They're also going to ask that you bring your own camera so that you can take your own picture of Santa. There's going to be a continental breakfast, including donuts, rolls, bagels, juice, coffee, and milk. And then that's going to be served from 9 to 11. They do say that the pre-registration is highly recommended, so do that. To follow up with that, 5 Points is actually going to be offering the movie Elf in the auditorium beginning at 11 o'clock. So after you've done your breakfast thing, then you can just go and sit and let your kids be entertained while you sit off breakfast. All right. Sorry, I'm terrible with math. So number 4, we've got breakfast from 10 to noon at the Franciscan Rec Center. I just put FRC, which was just silly of me because let's face it, but it's in West Peoria. They're going to have waffles and donuts and coffee and orange juice, and it's all going to be served there with Santa being available to take pictures. And there's going to be games and fun for all. I'm assuming the fun for the adults is going to be the coffee. And then, you know, all the rest of the stuff is great for the kids, especially all that sugar in the morning. All right, now what are we on to? Number 5. Don't keep track, because you'll find that I've miscounted and I'm only going up to like one handful of things that'll look stupid. I've just outed myself, it's fine. So anyways, Wildlife Prairie Park is going to offer their Christmas with the animals from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So the wildlife staff is going to create gifts for their animals with food surprises inside. I love food surprises. And then they're going to give the presents to the animals, and you can have the opportunity to sit there and watch all this as well as learn about their natural instincts. So that'll be fun. 6, Holidays in the Heights. So this is going to be Saturday and Sunday from 2 to, dang it, why do I keep doing that? 12 to 2. 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock. So you can find Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Sorry, Santa and Mrs. Claus. Who says Mr.? I don't know. Moving on. They're going to be hanging out throughout the Heights, so you can stop them and get a selfie with them. And you can also check out the other holiday carolers throughout the weekend. Now that's a weird word. You could check out the Santa's Woodland Workshop, which is in Camp Wakanda. All ages are welcome to be one of Santa's helpers at this workshop. So each elf can pick out 3 quality handcrafted gifts to take home, and Santa is going to offer cocoa and other treats, and it's yeah, it's going to be awesome. And that is also on Saturday and Sunday. And then, oh, okay, yep, so this is fun. The beloved TV classic Rudolph on the Red-Nosed Reindeer is going to soar off the screen and onto the stage at the Peoria Civic Center. So you can come and check out your favorite characters, including Santa and Mrs. Claus. Not Mr. He's not formal like that. He goes by Santa. There's also Herbie the Elf and Bumble the Abominable Snow Monster. There's Clarice and Yukon Cornelius, and of course Rudolph. Duh, the whole show's about him. Anyway, so they're going to come to life in the musical at the Peoria Civic Center at 2 p.m. That's actually at 2 p.m., not at noon. I didn't mess that up this time because noon wasn't involved. It's 2. There is the Funky Furniture Family Workshop going on at the Peoria, mouthful. It's not really, it's the Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum, and I just messed it up. Anyways, but you can go from 2 to 4 p.m., take a vintage piece of furniture and turn it into a work of art by giving it a new, funky paint job that's just your style. So bring your own piece of furniture or I guess choose a piece that's provided to you. That's pretty cool. So maybe you don't have something funky and vintage. They're going to give you something. You will do that. So anyways, as always, the Peoria Playhouse... Sorry. The Peoria Playhouse offers fun family activities on select Saturday afternoons that engage children from 4 to 10 p.m. as well as 4 to 10 years old, and they're grown-ups. You should probably call and register if you want to do that. Just give me a second. Are you gonna... I will do this. I'm a professional. Okay, so are you ready to be inspired on how your house should look for the holidays? Not really should, but how it could look if it was one of these grand, amazing, fantastic houses on, Moss Avenue and all that stuff. But anyways, you can go check out the holiday decor. Sorry, I'm still trying to keep it together. As well as the architectural detail, the craftsmanship, and the stories of life in the early Peoria area during the Peoria Historical Society's annual Holiday Historic Home Tour. Anyway, so you can check out the Pettingill-Moran House, Flanagan House, as well as 3 beautiful private homes that are on Moss Avenue. So that goes from 5 to 9 p.m. on Saturday. Okay. Maybe you want to make your own Christmas ornament and you've never blown glass before because you didn't go to the pumpkin glass blowing thing that J. Draper Glass Studio offered. But you have your chance to make a new holiday ornament because they are offering their holiday ornament workshop. So you can learn how to roll, twist, blow molten glass and create 2 amazing ornaments that you will love for years as long as you take care of them. So if you've always been interested in learning how glass blowing is done, and you want to see like, oh, could I really make something? Yes, you can. They're going to teach you how. Then you get to take home 2. How cool is that? Do it. Okay, sorry. So Saturday at 2 p.m. No, geez Louise, I'm obsessed with 2. So weird. Anyways, sorry, I don't know what the deal is. On Saturday, it's December 2nd, that's where I was getting that from, at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. is far different from 2, like by 5 hours, but whatever. The Bells in Motion is going to present their concert at First Mennonite Church in Morton. So the doors are going to open at 6:30. You can get your tickets at the door, but a little bit more about Bells in Motion. They are a progressive handbell ensemble that is based out of Springfield, Illinois. They formed in 97. They've got 19 members. And, oh wait, no, that just says 19 members of this group are from Central Illinois, something like that. Anyways, Central Illinois, Missouri, Wisconsin, from around the area. And their ensemble combines 7 octaves of bronze and aluminum handbells and chimes. Those were kind of interesting. it would be interesting if you could understand anything that I just said. I'm sure of it, trust me. But anyways, they perform stuff ranging from like jazz to classical to big band and blues, Broadway, rock, as well as sacred and original compositions. They play it all, trust me. And plus they've got a reception to follow the concert in the fellowship hall at the church. So that's your Saturday. And then I'm gonna wrap up with Sunday because that's just how we end the show on Sundays. So this Sunday is December 3rd. You can check out the Wildlife Prairie Park has their famous Sunday brunch, which is catered in by Hy-Vee. It's on the first Sunday of each month. And so this one is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. for real at the Hespel deck. Again, at the Wildlife Prairie Park. So reservations are not necessary, but you could call in and do it and listen to this delicious feast that you could just dine upon. Scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, biscuits, gravy, potatoes, omelets, waffles, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, mac and cheese, shrimp, prime rib, ham, garden salad, fruit and pastries, assorted desserts. It sounds delicious. You can have that all. Just go to the Wildlife Prairie Park. And then finally, we're gonna wrap up the weekend animal encounters at the Forest Park Nature Center. So this month they are covering, keep it together. This time they are offering the topic of reptiles. And that's from 1:30 to 2 p.m. Again, really at 2 p.m. this time. And that's it. That's what we've got for you this weekend. So obviously, tons and tons of breakfasts and other things to do with Santa because they're just making their rounds, which is awesome. And if you've got kids that you need to entertain, I'm sure you could do one of these like every weekend of the month or every day probably. I mean, like, I'll keep you posted, don't worry. But anyway, so as always, please like and share the video. If you know something that's going on this season that you would like to share, I would love it if you would go ahead and let me know. You can comment or message me or any of the above, and I'm gonna go ahead and take off now, so you have a great weekend. All right, bye-bye.
PeoriaLife.com